Okay, gang, we're back with a little bit of work on the Beetle. I started today with the battery. That battery had sit in the well, let me get you. That battery had sit in this car for 4 years, and I could not get an automatic battery charger to take a charge. So I used my floor charger and started desulfating the battery, and it came alive, and it really surprised. It didn't have like maybe 1 volt in it, but it set for days on the bench after I desulfated it, holding about, I don't know, after like maybe 3 days, it was still holding like 12.6 volts or something like that. Anyway, I socked it in the car. It didn't, I couldn't get anything. I couldn't get any activity, so I cleaned the positive battery terminal with baking soda and water solution. Got it all cleaned up. Still nothing at the ignition switch. I did, after I cleaned everything up, I was getting headlights and so on and so forth. So I checked the ignition switch and started working through it. Turned out it was the signal wire on the starter that was corroded. So I cleaned that up a little bit, and we got it to turning over. So I didn't do anything else. I just took my test tank there up to the fuel filter, and it fired right off. I was really surprised because after sitting 4 years, a lot of things happen. Terminals corrode, just like it was with the starter, the signal wire. It turned over maybe 3 times and fired off. Now the carburetor is, I can't leave the fuel on because the float is stuck, and it's stuck open. So I can't leave. I turned my valve off there to the carburetor when it's just sitting. But I filled the bowl up. I'm going to go ahead and fire it off for you guys. If it is, I hope it doesn't make me a liar, but it has been a deal where I just hit the key and it starts. So let's see what we got. I'm really happy. The bottom end in this engine is solid. It's just as solid as rock. I think let's look at the mileage on this thing real quick. I think it was 43,000 miles on the engine. Bottom end is just rock solid. I didn't hear, not even just from the startup, not a rod peck or anything. And really the only smoke that I can detect out of the engine is where it's rich. It's running so rich where that carburetor's flooding, and it does have a mist. It's got a dead mist, which it doesn't surprise me. That could be plug wires or spark plugs or anything. But we're still going forward with this whole idea of putting a new top end in it and a set of dual port heads, getting rid of the single port heads, and we're going to put the ITC, the dual ITC Webers on it. Those are a good running little carburetor. I've had success with them anyway. I don't know about everybody else out there, but to me, they're not, they're not an ultra performance carburetor. They're very rock solid and dependable in my mind. So yeah, we're going to be doing that, getting a oil pump in it with an oil filter, of course, a good exhaust system. We got a lot of work to do, a lot out in front of us. I don't run it very long because most of the time in our area, when a Volkswagen sets, air-cooled Volkswagen, mice will crawl up and build nests on top of the cylinders. There's no sense in overheating it. Not that I want to keep the cylinders and pistons for anything. That's not the point. But to overheat an engine, it's hard on air-cooled engines to begin with, bottom end and all. So we don't want to overheat it. Really tickled with it. It's coming along. I just thought I'd do a little update. You guys take care, and thanks for watching.